Welcome, everybody. Y'all tuned in to the NBA Finals edition of Homage Speaks, broadcasted to you live from Perkville, USA. I'm smiling from ear to ear right now, not only because my boy Kevin Durant came out and showed that he is one of, if not the best players in the world when he's on his game, but it happened exactly the way I said it. I've been watching LeBron and KD go at it for years, and I've always noticed that LeBron James never guards Kevin Durant the whole game. He never does it. He always get him on late late assignments after he done been cooking, then he's the person who throws him off. But when Kevin Durant is allowed to get a rhythm on the guy who's supposed to throw him off, it doesn't matter what you do from that point on, you're gonna get that work, you're gonna get that business. But let's give Golden State some credit for doing what they always do. They're the number one offensive team this year, and what's underrated about them the most is the defensive efficiency that they have. They're the number one team in field goal defense, number one team in defending the 3 point line, number one team in forcing turnovers, number one in blocks, and number one in steals. Sound like they do both ends of the floor, but everybody always talk about what they do offensively. LeBron James, you had a double double, almost a triple double, but that's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough this time. You want to know why? Because you got to guard Kevin Durant, and you trying to tell me that I got to set my guys up. I got to score the ball. I got to set my guys up. I got to score the ball. I also have to rebound the ball and guard Kevin Durant. Can't do that for a whole series. He's gonna be burnt out by game four. And for people who don't understand that, then they tripping. I'm not trying to hate on LeBron. I believe he's a great player. But at the end of the day, when he goes up against Kevin Durant, he never checks him. This time he got to check him, and y'all gonna see what it's gonna look like when he's responsible for that matchup. But look for Cleveland to make some adjustments. Kevin Love had a great game rebounding the basketball, so Tristan Thompson, he probably will be coming out the lineup. If they want to win, they got to take him out the lineup because the only thing he brings to the table is rebounding. But if you get the rebounding from LeBron and Kevin Love, then why is he out there? They got to put another player out there that can guard Kevin Durant so LeBron James can go back to roaming and creating defensive habit by being the best or one of the best help defenders in the game. If that doesn't happen, he's gonna get blasted. And the last thing he can afford right now as being quote unquote the GOAT or the greatest basketball player of all time is to get swept. Because I got a news flash for everybody. Once Kevin Durant takes blood, he might not stop losing. Him, Steph Curry, they got tremendous chemistry. The abilities of Kevin Durant have been underrated for the most of his career because he's been in a system similar to LeBron that he had to create plays for everybody else. He can't be a part of the system and the system works for him. He is the system. They go as good as he go. And tonight, Golden State played some amazing defense and forced over 7 turnovers from LeBron James, which is I'm not even going to say it's uncharacteristic because he had games, high turnover games where he get into 5 and 6, 7, 8 turnovers, just trying to create plays for other people. It doesn't be from the perspective of he just losing the ball. Not like James Harden and Russell's. It's just a little bit different. His come from trying to get players in rhythm because he understands that in order to win the game, I need these guys to be on. So when it's time for me to make my imprint on the game, scoring, I'll be able to do that. Because most people believe that LeBron James is a facilitator that can score, and for me, I just don't believe that. He's gonna retire as one of the best scorers of the basketball in the history of the sport, if not the number one. And I just don't see how somebody that can do that and I not list him as a scorer. But don't get me wrong, passing is probably his best attribute. But let's not get it confused. He ain't never averaged 10 assists, but he have always averaged over 25 points, and that's what scorers do. Kevin Durant, thank you, man. I enjoyed every minute of that. I enjoyed seeing you playing with passion, playing with heart, but you got to continue that. You got to continue that same kind of pressure and that same kind of momentum. Because newsflash, bro, you're gonna get the same shots, you're gonna get the same looks. And I've been telling everybody that nobody can guard a 7 foot guard. You have guard skills. The game is coming easier for you, less thinking, less having to create for others. It's more so about making the right reads. And I think you have realized that sometimes you are the read. You get the ball, go. You got the ball tonight and you went right at him. That's the only way you're going to be able to beat LeBron. You got to beat him. You have to win your matchup. If you don't win your matchup, y'all not going to win the game. I keep telling everybody that Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving, as good as Kyrie Irving is, they're going to wash. This series, they're going to wash. Steph is healthy, so I don't see Steph just going out there not doing anything because I got to let y'all know Deladova is not out there. Deladova was an actual problem for Steph Curry. It made them run the offense a different way. Now, he not worried about no Iman Shumpy. Damn sure ain't worried about Deron Williams or J.R. Smith or Tristan Thompson when they get him in the pick and roll. They going to get to work. And I also told y'all in my last video, LeBron James is terrible in the pick and roll. And all you saw tonight was him constantly being in the pick and roll and they working the pick and roll. When LeBron James had to focus on individual defense, at this point in his career, he's not able to sit down and lock down like he used to. And that's going to be needed if he's going to carry the whole series. But, that bench, I tried to tell Court, Richard Jefferson was going to show his face. I ain't seen him all playoffs. And I knew it was going to throw their rhythm off. But they've been running a lineup where they go with Iman, Deron, Shannon Fry, Kyle Korver, and LeBron James on the floor with the bench. That's been their lineup when they go to their bench lineup. We didn't see that tonight because we didn't see Shannon Fry. Shannon Fry has to be out there just because he gives them necessary spacing. So LeBron, when he does drive to the rack, the big is staying out because they have to respect the shooting ability of Shannon Fry. But I love for Tyronn Lue to make his statement and make his imprint on this series by making some big time adjustments. One of them is you're gonna have to get Tristan Thompson off the floor. Tristan Thompson is out there to get rebounds. He don't even average 10 rebounds. So those 8 or 7, 9, 11, whatever amount of rebounds you're gonna get, he's gonna get them, but he don't have to start the game to get them. You got to be able to score. You got to be able to score with Golden State because they can't defend them. But allowing LeBron to roam and guard a Draymond Green type guy, or allow him to sag and sit with Pachulia benefits them better defensively. Because if they go out there with their regular lineup, they're gonna get banged again. They're gonna get banged again, and they're gonna get banged again. Solely because Golden State is the better team. And thank you, Kevin Durant, for showing everybody what it looks like when you go to Golden State. You win by 21. You didn't win by 2. You didn't win by 3. You didn't win by 7. You blasted them. And I need y'all to continue that same kind of aggression and same kind of execution. Because if y'all continue to play like that, y'all going to continue to beat them. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say Golden State is going to force 20-some turnovers again. Even though it could happen, Cleveland is not the most efficient offense. When they get it going for 3, the 3-point shot has always been that equalizer for their, lack of a better term, deficiencies, offensive deficiencies. And the way the ball gets to stick, and they're pretty much a drive and kick team. They're not running systems. Their sets are based off the execution of LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. But with that being said, thank you, Kevin Durant, for applying your pressure on LeBron James. Make sure you keep the hammer down and keep the foot on the gas, because as soon as you give him some life, he's going to come right back at you. He's going to come at you strong because his legacy is on the line. He can let the media fool everybody and say that he playing with house money, but we all know he's not, because they saying if he beat you, he beat this team, then he go from number 3 all time, number 4 all time, to in the conversation to be in the top. He knows that. That's why he came out aggressive, trying to set the tone, trying to let his teammates know that he's here. But don't worry about it, because you know what? You was there too. And with that being said, this marks another edition of Homage Speaks.